you some of that dialogue from that woman yesterday. I can pick it up and we can narrate it. She's off camera, but there's an angle there. She said something that I really, well, I'm dying for that piece. She said something that I think puts the whole thing together. And she said, this is a dangerous neighborhood. And see, yeah. See, if you're sitting somewhere on a set, and we have you saying, this Japanese bashing has created a dangerous environment.
So you walk to the left.
His name is Bill.
Right. Good morning, Bill.
Morning, how are you?
I'm fine, partner. How you doing?
Pretty good. Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Bill.
I know who you are. You don't know me.
No, I don't.
That's good. Is that your truck downstairs?
Yes, sir.
Is that getting you business?
Yeah, a little bit.
Did you get this business because of that truck?
No, because Ron knew me.
Ron knew you.
Who am I on?
I'm Morton Downey Jr.
Oh, that's right. You look familiar, yeah.
Okay, you just recognized the mouth, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, let me ask you a question. In these economic times, all right, they're kind of tough.
Mm-hmm.
Are you making them better for yourself by getting out there and really hustling with that sign?
Well, naturally, yeah.
We took a picture of your truck.
Uh-huh.
It's a good message. Do people believe it?
Well, they do after I've been out there once, yeah.
They give you the shot to get out there?
Yeah, they do.
Are your prices higher or lower?
Lower.
Well, how do you live if they're lower?
I do good work, I get more business.
Let me ask you a question. 4 years ago, were you better off than you are today?
No.
Are you better off today than you were 4 years ago?
Yeah.
Do you give credit for that to George Bush?
No.
If you were doing poorly today and you had done great 4 years ago, would you blame the president for that?
Not necessarily, no.
What do you think's going on in this country now with the economic problems we're having? Whose fault is it? What's going on?
I don't know. I think a lot of it's got to do with George Bush has got to accept a lot of responsibility for that. A lot of it's also the fact that we don't buy American. A lot of people aren't buying American. You sell these, what, 2/3 of our deficit is in Japan.
All right, okay, so here's a guy, you're working hard, you're doing better than you did 4 years ago, and you know that 2/3 of our deficit, of our trade deficit, is in Japan. Do we make better automobiles than Japan does?
I think now we do, at least as good, if not better.
So what do you think we have to do to turn that around? Do we have to all of a sudden say to the Japanese, you can't sell your cars here anymore?
No, I don't think so. I don't think we can do that.
How often do you work? Let me ask you a personal question, all right? And you can tell me, go to heck, you don't need to answer it. Do you make at least $30,000 a year doing this kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Did you make at least $30,000 a year doing this kind of stuff 4 years ago?
Yeah.
You did. So you're doing...
I'm doing better now than I did 4 years ago.
Why? Why are you doing better?
Well, I think part of it's with the economy the way it is now, people are forced to repair more than replace. And that's ideal for a person like me.
How many hours a week do you work?
40 to 50.
So you work a normal work week?
Yeah.
Get to take a vacation once in a while?
A couple of years ago I did.
What kind of hospitalization do you have?
None. I don't get hurt. I can't afford to.
Uh-oh, what happens if you get hurt?
I don't work. I don't get paid.
You wiped out?
Yeah.
So therefore you think we should have some sort of a health plan in this country that everyone can afford?
Well, there has to be. Yeah, I think so.
Does that mean nationalizing medicine?
I'm not really qualified to answer that question. I don't know. I know that we have to do something, though.
What?
Make it more affordable.
How?
If I knew that, I'd be president.
You trust the insurance companies?
No, not at all.
Think they overcharge you?
They rip us off, yeah.
So we shouldn't maybe go through the insurance companies then?
What other way is there?
How about the government?
Well, they haven't been doing such a good job for us either.
So who do we turn to? Ourselves?
Well, that's what I've been forced to do, yeah.
So if you have an accident, you're out of business?
Well, it depends on the severity of the accident.
But you'd work through sickness?
Well, I've had before, I have to. I don't work, I don't eat.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
Oh, one question before I leave.
Yeah.
Do you have condoms when you have sex?
Got to.
Why?
I don't want to get AIDS.
So you're not monogamous.
We're not married.
Take care, pal.
Who his favorite TV host is?
Who's your favorite TV host, Bill?
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. That's not bad. Hey, Robert. That's all right.
Morton, I mean.
That's okay. Well, my kid will be happy you said that.
Right.
Thanks, buddy.
Sure thing.
Nice to see you.
Nice to talk to you.
Good. Thank you, Bill.
Great, Bill. That's great.
Gotta get closer to this, though. I'd like you to get a sign.
So your lifetime out there.
Yeah.
The economy, what's it done to you? Anything?
No, I work at the Culver City Studios, so it doesn't really affect me. The recession doesn't affect the motion picture industry that much.
So 4 years ago, you were no worse off than you are today.
No, not really. I can't say that.
Are you better off today than you were 4 years ago?
Yeah.
You are better off than you were 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. Do you give credit to the president for your being better off, or to you?
Me.
If you were worse off, would you give credit to the president or you?
Me.
Thanks, pal. What's your name?
Jason.
Jason. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Little R&R time right now?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
You know who I am?
Yeah, you're Morton Downey Jr.
And you were right there, pal. Good.
Senior.
All right. Okay, thanks, man.
You gonna play pool?
Huh?
You gonna
Yeah, if we had time.
You can talk to him.
Huh?
How long you been down here?
You mean the bar right down here?
How long you been down in the Venice area in California?
You talking about myself?
Yes, sir. You.
I was born and raised here.
So you've been around this area a long time.
Yeah.
What have you seen happen to this area in the last 4 years economically?
It's upgraded.
It's upgraded?
I don't know about economically. I worked in construction for 19 years, and I just been working here for about 3 months.
How come you're working here now?
Because the company I worked for went broke.
Another bankruptcy.
It went bankruptcy, yeah, after 19 years. Construction company from Vernon, California. I don't want to tell you the name, though.
Question, you doing better now than you were 4 years ago?
I don't even know. Things are on an even keel. I don't worry about that stuff. I just, I don't know what to say about that.
Well, what do you worry about? You got a wife and kids?
What's going off? Driving into, well, you know.
Are you really worried about the ecology and the ozone layer?
I can't put my mind on it 99% of the time, about 1/10 of 1%. You know, what are you going to do, for crying out loud? You're going to worry about stuff like that? You're going to worry about ingrown toenails or anything else?
What do you worry about?
Nothing.
Nothing?
About getting old. I worry about getting mugged in front of my house at night.
Getting mugged.
Yeah.
Would you like the right to carry a gun?
I carried a Saturday night special for a while, but I got rid of it. Didn't want to get no trouble.
So you'd rather get mugged than
No, I
carry?
wasn't gonna get mugged, but what happens now, we got 3 guys that get up in the morning, we start our engines up, get our lights going all together. This way, like that, when we all leave at the same time.
So has crime gotten worse in the last 4 years?
In my street it has,
Why?
because it's that damn dope, that's why.
You ever taken drugs yourself?
I take aspirin. 50 drugstore special, because it's cheap.
What do you think they should do to drug dealers?
Well, what they should do is they have a special prison for them. Don't put the bastards in jail so they can watch television. They ought to develop a farm out here somewhere, create a farm, have security on, let them grow food for the poor, and pay them 50 cents a day. Keep or shoot them to the moon. Don't put them in jail so they're out 3 days later and they're out in the street selling that crack cocaine again.
Okay, that really bends you out of shape, doesn't
It does
it?
bend me out of shape. It does bend me out of shape. You know why?
If you were in charge, I just made you president of the United States. Wait a second, zip it. Listen to me a second.
Yeah.
I just put you in charge. You're the new president of the United States of America. What are you going to do to straighten us out?
What we do is we get a program and get guys in the same thinking level that I do, and we figure out a chart to do something about it. Here's what you do. You declare war on crime. You declare war in the Persian Gulf. We don't leave till the war's over with. Or you declare war on anything. You don't leave till it's over with. How about declare war on crime and don't leave till it's over with? At least that crime, get a part of it going. That's what you do.
You think we should get?
Damn dope is undermined in this country.
Think we should give?
Country, people take the shit to go to sleep. They take it to get up in the morning. They take it to work. This Coke thing is really out of shape, and it's bad news. It's just not here. It's everywhere. It's in Edinburgh.
Think we should, wait a second. Think we should give the police the right to just walk up to somebody who looks like they might have drugs and say, okay, stretch it out, I want to check you out and see if you have drugs?
Well, the thing is, the people that they do it to right now, they've already done it to them a dozen times. They're out in the streets in 3 or 4. They know the guys to go up to, for crying out loud.
Final question. You use condoms when you have sex?
Absolutely. You got to be careful, my man.
You're not married?
No, I'm not married. But I got a girlfriend. We hung around together for 4 years, and then we started having sex. We got all the necessary things to find out we haven't got AIDS. We haven't got super gonorrhea that knocks your left nut off or whatever it does to you, you know. You got to be scared today, my man.
Are you afraid of what can happen to you?
I don't think about that. I seem to have to me, this is just me, ain't 9 other guys down the street. I seem to have a knack of taking care of business when it arrives. Thank God. See, I thank God for that. I thank God for my job, my 2 feet, half a sound mind, a house to live in, and a job. I got a toilet that runs real crazy, no reverse, but it runs good. I push it all over LA.
Glad to hear about your toilet.
Here's what I'd like to do. Can we put the other monitors on the television?
What monitor?
You got 4 televisions.
Yeah.
Can we put the other screens on so there's a picture?
How do you do that? How do you do that? I really don't know how to do that.
Put all the TVs on.
I don't know.
Upstairs? I don't know where.
I don't know how to do
Get
it.
this here.
Where did Don disappeared? He couldn't have went to the pharmacy. Where did he
I was just wondering, there was an angle, I was wondering why there's 4 monitors in the bar. We're gonna get it all on, otherwise it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
It's interesting though to have all ported. Why are you watching 4 stations, you know? I mean,
Good morning.
Morning.
Do you know me?
Not exactly.
Well, that's good then, all right? And you and I can talk for a second.
Alrighty, if you want to.
Are you homeless?
No, not at all. I have
Oh,
a
you're not?
permanent address.
You have a permanent address.
do.
Do you live indoors or outdoors?
Indoors. I
live
live with my
indoors.
mother right now.
I see. Are you, let me ask you something. Are you a Vietnam vet?
No, I'm not. I was born handicapped.
I see.
I'm having trouble with my eyes and ears, so I might lose both of them, unfortunately.
Might lose your sight and your hearing?
Sight and hearing.
I see you have a crutch. What's that for?
Well, I was with a bent spine and premature aging.
I see. Premature aging?
Premature aging.
How old are you, sir?
45 years old. But
45?
From age 30, I've had this. And
You only look like you're about 25. You look like a young man.
Well, I'm what you call, I was born aged when youthful,
Okay.
when I was born, and so that's premature aging.
Do you live around here or you just like to hang out at the beach?
I lived in Santa Monica.
I see. So you walk up here?
I do.
You like
It keeps
just-
me the exercise for the crippled body, you know.
Good for you. Do you do any work, sir, at all?
I was working and I had to leave my work because of the eyes and ears. What happens is you don't discern shapes of objects too much. There might be a touch of corneal retinal disease. I'm not exactly sure.
I see.
And and one of my ancestors is Beethoven, and his hearing faded out a bit. So perhaps I might have a similarity to that.
All right, my friend. Do you write music like Beethoven?
Not exactly.
Not
at all.
exactly, huh? Take care of yourself.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's, Joey. Now, we can either... Let's... Good morning, sweetheart. Can I talk to you for a minute? No? You'd rather I didn't talk to you, huh? No. Okay. You live here all the time? All right, dear. You're entitled to your privacy. Question. What do you think of what's going on now that old people have to live on the beach like that?
I think it's a terrible thing. I think that they should be taken care of.
Who should take care of them?
We.
Okay,
We,
we the,
government should take care of
the
it.
tax, meaning us, the taxpayers, right?
Everybody.
Is there any plan that you would have that we could take care of people who are homeless, whether they're old or whether they're have some sort of a deficiency?
Well,
You believe there should be homes for these people?
yes, there was one time a department called HUD, and until
Housing and Urban Development. It still exists under
still exists.
Jack Kemp.
Under better hands than they had before, and but for the fact that they felt that golf courses and swimming pools were more important than the homeless.
Do you live
That's
in this?
why
Do
we
you live in
have
this area yourself?
Not too far from here.
Not too far.
Yeah.
When you see the homeless, do you ever do anything to help them yourself?
Always.
Always. Like what?
Always. I'm an easy giver,
Good for you.
and I don't mind giving.
How about today versus 4 years ago? Are you better off today than you were 4 years ago?
Well, my situation hasn't changed much, but the world has changed plenty, and not for the better.
You think it's our fault? The politicians' fault? Whose fault is it?
Well, we've become a nation of greedy people up on the top, not on the middle class or the poor. They'll always be.
When the election comes, are you going to vote this time?
I always vote. I don't.
Would you vote for the same person you voted for the last time? Notice I didn't ask you who you voted for last
I
time.
know that. I know. That person wouldn't be running.
The person you voted for.
Yeah.
So, are you going to vote for the incumbent this time, or perhaps for something to change?
A change.
A change. Thank you very much. Is she unemployed? Oh, she's laughing. Uh-oh. Okay, let's hear
What
what
is this camera for?
Now, do you know who I am?
Who are you?
You know who I am?
You're a superstar.
Oh,
Who are you?
I'm Morton Downey Jr. All right?
Oh, you're gorgeous.
And I'm just trying to find out what's going on here. The stories that are with the people who have to
Where
show
is
up
this
here.
gonna be at? What is this gonna be on?
All over.
Well, I'll tell you,
Oh, my
I've been
goodness.
coming out here for years, bringing people, and once I came out here for myself when I had open heart surgery. But this is one of the nicest buildings for people that really need help. It's,
There's unemployment here.
and
there's
homeless people.
Homeless people here.
Yeah.
They really help them.
Yeah.
They sure do. You know, I was told by my cousin, certain cities, I won't say where, you have to live there a whole year. You can be hungry outdoors and you won't get any help.
sweetheart.
Hi, love. How are you?
I'm waiting for a bus line.
Okay, you want a bus line?
It's right there.
See
Right
where it says
here,
bus right here, honey?
Right
Stand
there,
right there.
dear.
Which way are you going, east or west? You stand right here.
So you bring people down here, assist them with rides and everything?
Mm-hmm. I'm an entertainer, and I have a lot of people that know me because I've been on Sanford and Son, and I got a new movie coming out called Street Wars, and I don't hide behind me, girl. And so a lot of people know me, and they ask me would I bring them down to a place.
Let me ask you a question. I've passed this building sometimes when the lines are all the way down.
That's true.
Is there a special day when the lines are longer than others?
I don't think so. I think Mondays and Fridays almost like anything else.
Are we now seeing more unemployment or less in the last month or two?
I believe more.
More.
Uh-huh.
Whose fault is that?
Well, now,
And tell me exactly what's on your mind.
well, they're closing down plants and things, and I mean, people out of work, you know.
Right, but whose fault is it that they're closing down plants? Is it the business? Is it the government? Is it the workers in the plants? The Japanese say we're lazy, that we don't work as hard as they do. The industries say, well, we're not selling as much, so we have to cut back. The government says more people need help now than ever before, there's not enough money to take care of them all.
You know,
whose problem is it?
I'm wondering if it's that we've helped so many other people come into our country and just get on welfare overnight. In fact, my friend have a home where she's putting people off the street, and I went down and put a sign up. If you want to elevate your life, get off the streets where you can be warm and out of these paper boxes and bags. And I put her phone number and everything on it. And it's kind of hard to say because back east,
in this state, in the state of California, and in Arizona and others, but especially in the state of California, 40% of the people who come across the borders illegally are on welfare in 2 weeks.
Yes. Well,
do you like paying that welfare? Because it is being paid by you.
You better know it. I don't think it's fair. Really, I don't. Because you see, in most states, like not only just Mexico, but you got to live a year there to get on welfare.
Right, so what you're basically saying then, let me see if I can paraphrase you. You're not saying America first, you're saying the American citizen first.
That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. Each country should take care of its own first, don't you think that?
Yes, I do. But I only ask the questions. I don't give the answers. Thanks, darling.
You're gorgeous. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Okay. I'd like to, if you have a card, I'd like to invite you to my premiere, my new film coming out.
When's your new film coming out?
In the summer.
Is it going to be shown at the DGA first?
I don't know. It's going to be all over. I'm not sure where.
Joey, do we have a
card? I'd like to invite you.
No, I don't have a card.
Well, could you leave me a number?
Okay, yes, I surely can. I surely can. Stanley, would you give this lady my 0270 number so she can call me? Thank you. God bless you. Hi, guys.
How you doing, sir?
How you doing, man?
I've been a big fan of yours for a long time.
Oh, thank you.
I wish you'd get your show back. You was for real, you was honest, and I don't like how they did that to you. I'm behind you.
I appreciate it. What's your name?
My name is Calvin Rush, the second.
Who's Calvin Rush the first?
He's in Sacramento. That's my daddy.
All right,
Say
man.
hi to your pops.
What's your name?
Phil.
Phil?
Yeah.
Hey, what are you guys down here for?
I'm down here with my girlfriend. She just got a job. She was unemployed at the time. So she got a job, so she's coming down here, and they're gonna get her cut off, and she's about to be squared away.
She gets cut off unemployment then?
Yes, but she gets cut off a GR.
Okay. All right. How about you?
Down here. Now I'm down here waiting to get this work fair program thing because I took a test for the city, so I'm waiting for this job freeze to be over.
What's the work fair program?
They give you like a paper where you got to do 16, maybe 17 days working for the city, but you don't get paid for it.
You don't get paid working for the city?
No.
But do you get welfare?
Yeah, but what's $364 when you got to live and pay rent too?
Well, rent's $350, and sometimes utilities is not even included.
Okay, but then let me ask you a question. What happens if you don't have the $350 and you still have all that rent and stuff? Then you're out of luck.
You lose your apartment. You get put out in the street.
So in other words, the welfare does mean something.
Yeah.
It means something to an extent, but they want you to go out there and try to do all the work. It's like, if you can make it easier for them, they're not going to try to do anything.
But don't you think it would be, now let's be honest with each other, all right? Don't you think it would be better to have a job working and getting more welfare? In other words, let's say you're getting $360 now, and they put you on work fair. All right? Instead of giving you $360 a month, because you are on work fair and you're doing a job now with the city.
Correct.
All right? And you're not just goofing off, you know.
I mean, you're learning. It's a learning and training.
And doing.
You're doing the work that the city people don't do.
Okay, you're going to work that they won't do.
Yeah.
If you were getting $575 a month for that, would you feel it was more fair?
Yeah, I feel it was a lot more fair because therefore I wouldn't feel excluded outside of the public into the society, because I feel I'm working with people who's got a good job, and I feel that if I'm out there working 8 hours just like somebody else is working 8 hours, I feel I should get paid the same amount. I mean, if it's hand-on training, just like you go to a vocational school.
Okay, in other words, you say the same amount that someone who's on hands-on training.
Right.
Okay, you're not talking about the same amount the president of the company gets.
Exactly,
like that.
no.
All right. Question, do you think you're entitled to welfare? That people should be entitled to welfare? Or do you think people are entitled to jobs and education?
I feel right now people should be entitled to basically whatever that they're going to offer to give you. because you gotta have education to make it in this world. That's true enough. You gotta have a good job.
What education do you have?
I have a college degree. I don't have my college degree right now. I got like 24 more credits, and I will have my AA degree.
How about you?
High school and technical school.
Okay, high school and technical school. So you've gone through that. So now you want to start enjoying some of the fruits of your labors.
Right.
Question: is this really a job unto itself, having to come down here once a week?
Yes, it is a job. You coming down here at 7 o'clock in the morning and you not getting out here till 6 o'clock. You have to be patient because, honestly speaking, they don't want you to be here anyway. You get an attitude, it's like, well, we'll just rip your papers up and you're denied. You come back up here and you got to reapply.
Are the people who are inside nice, polite, and genteel?
Not all of them. Some of them don't. Some of them got the job because it was the test was easy and they getting paid. They don't want to help you. They don't care.
How come most of the people I see here are black?
Well,
their jobs
that's where the highest ratio is. Most of all, a lot of, I'm black myself, no duh, but a lot of black people don't want to work. If they can get something for free, they don't want to work.
I'm not going to try to downgrade my race, but we got a lot of brothers and sisters who's lazy. They don't want to get off their butt. They go to high school. They say, well, I don't want to try to get no further my education. I got my high school diploma. But in this world today, I'm saying to all people, you need more than just a high school diploma. You need a college degree. And sometimes even if you got a college degree, you're not even guaranteed to get a good, decent job.
Give me an honest answer. Inside, when you get in there, all right? When you get inside there, whether it's a black person, a white person, a Hispanic person who's waiting on you behind the line, and I assume most of the help in there is Hispanic and black?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you got to look at the area that you're in.
Are your own brothers and sisters rude to you in there too?
Yeah.
As rude as Hispanics?
They more so rude to us because I guess they feel that that's our race, and they feel that we, as you can say, we're infiltrated. We disrespecting our own kind, our own race. So they feel like we let them down, and that's not how it is. Because if they didn't have a job, where would they be? They either be selling drugs, gang banging, robbing, smoking dope, or they'd be here at the county line too. So nobody's better. So when you come here, everybody's considered equal. That's how I look at it.
Thanks, pal. Calvin, Phil, nice to see you guys. Get in there before you lose your place online. Huh?
What is this about?
I'm just being my usual nosy self. Huh?
Okay.
I'm fine, pal. How you doing? How you doing?
Yeah, I want to tell you about this thing. It's called peace, love, and happiness.
Yeah, peace, love, and happiness is just words, partner.
All right, but look
That's just words.
All right, but look here, they won't give me my check. Why? I met you out in Santa Monica.
That's right.
I met you.
You bet I did. Out by the pier.
Yeah, you out by the pier.
Huh?
Look here. That's a thing I call.
Are these your papers here?
Yeah, but then they told me to tear them up.
Wait a second, don't tear them up.
They won't give me nothing, so I don't want it.
Why won't they give you anything?
Save my life, I don't know.
Why won't they give you anything?
I do not know, and frankly, I don't give a heck. Who said that?
How long have you been unemployed?
I've been unemployed for about 4 years.
Have you tried to get jobs?
Yes, sir. I went to all these businesses asking people to give me a job. As a matter of fact, I have a little window washing business that I have spray bottled, and I wash the windows.
Let me ask you a question. You
Yes,
and I
sir.
met before, right?
Yes, sir.
We met in Santa Monica. Would you be honest with me?
Yes, sir. I promise.
Honest to God?
Honest to God.
Are you on drugs?
No, sir. I'm on alcohol, though.
Alcohol. Okay, well, that's
a
kind of
drug.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, and they won't give you any money in there? You don't qualify for anything?
I don't qualify.
Don't
I'm a Vietnam vet. Look, I got 2 purple hearts, 2 purple cards. They still won't give me nothing. See, not one, but 2. They tell me I have 2 personalities, but they still won't pay me. Why not pay me? I'll pay you. My wife used to pay me $20 a day to get out of her face. Go somewhere. Blue moon. Yeah, I'm serious.
This is just people that I run into on the street that I like to talk to.
Oh.
You know I like to get in people's face and find out what's going on. How you doing, brother?
Guy with the grin.
How you doing, man?
What's going on, baby?
How you doing?
Any particular subject that you're talking about?
Yeah, trying to find out, when people are down here, do they feel it's really a job to have to come down here and collect?
Yeah, matter of fact, let me tell you something. When you come down here, you better pack a lunch, bring you something to do, and be real friendly, okay? Because if not, you will be standing here by yourself, okay? Or sitting there. Darling, let me tell you something. I've known people to come in here at when it opened at 7 o'clock and still been in here at 5 when they close, okay?
The people who serve you in here, are they nice? Are they polite?
No, not always. But no. But you have to understand, their attitudes is that way because they get asked the same question 100 times. Okay, they get people that they see every week, day in, day out, every week, asking them the same dumb question. Well, how long is it gonna take? You know, when you come down here, you're not finna walk in here and walk right back out.
Job when you come down
Yeah, you might as well. You should get paid. You really, you should clock in. You should clock in and clock out and get paid. You know, minimum wage for coming down here. But the people behind the desk think, you know.
No, well, this here is a job working. This here is just like a job. You got to go through this. I got paperwork in my pocket where you know.
Will they chase you around?
You gonna go through some changes, period. You gonna go through a whole lot of changes.
But you know why you go through the changes? You go through the changes for this one simple reason. If you no, listen. If you could walk in here, excuse me, if you could walk in here and be out in 2 hours, everybody and their mama would be down here. Okay? Everybody and their mama. They make it to where to see how many patients you have, and if you really need whatever it is here, okay? That's what this whole process is, because I know the whole process. Yeah, I think it is. In a way, yeah, to make you wait, because if